I thought I'd do a video with a little bit different today. It's about heavy metal music, but some of you may be aware of these, some of you may not be aware. Us heavy metal folks, we don't just collect records and CDs. People like Scott Waters, they collect an assortment of stuff like badges, patches, posters, instruments, you name it. Is collectible, providing it's of a heavy metal theme. And what I started collecting, apart from the records and CDs, are the comic books. What you may not know is a lot of the heavy metal bands have issued comic books. I think the big ones were Kiss and Alice Cooper, but also Metallica, Iron Maiden, all sorts. Alice Cooper released one about a month ago. It's a brand new one. I've got number 1, but I don't know where it is at the moment. I have to dig it out and show you. But I've only got a couple to show you today. I think about 3. So I'm going to keep this video pretty short. And I've also got some big news to announce. No, I'm not pregnant. Basically, we have a stream, and it's not just me. Greg the Egg, a Canadian friend of mine, we discuss music. And basically we did our first one, I think it was Wednesday night, or was it Thursday night, I can't remember. But we was only supposed to go on for 10 minutes, it went into about 2 hours. And for all the people who've watched it, thanks very much. But basically, yeah, we've got a stream going, we've got some exciting projects looming. I'm not going into details, I want to surprise everybody, but it all worked, you know, Greg and myself, or is it myself and Greg? Bad English. We aren't the best button pushers in the world, but I got there in the end, and Greg got there in the end. We was both very, very nervous. It was basically an icebreaker, and it worked, and everything worked. So we're going to have guests on. We're going to be talking about stuff music related. But we won't be going to the dark stuff like the death metal or thrash metal. It'll just be about rock, 70s metal, and heavy metal music. You know, that's it. That's what Greg loves. Yeah, check us out, please do. But what I thought I'd do is show a few of the comic books I've collected. I got into comic books, funny enough, during the COVID. And everybody here with these lockdowns was bored out their tinies, you know what I mean? You just didn't know what to do. So basically I read a few comic books. I think it was a friend of mine's. I thought these are good. They're not like novels where you have to dedicate a week to them. You can read them in a couple of, sort of like 20 minutes. But not unless you're cloudy, it might be an hour. But yeah, so you know, you sort of get the comic book, you read it, and that's it. They all come in parts. But what shocked me was I didn't realise they did heavy metal comic books, and that's how I discovered later. So I just thought I'd show everybody a few I've collected. I've got a few more, but they're somewhere else, and I'll do another. I'll revisit this. I was only joking, Cloudy. I'll revisit this and do some more of these. But yeah, this is the one, which is no surprise, is Kiss. Now, it's great cover and Paul Stanley on the front. The artwork's great, very mystical. I won't tell you the stories because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, it's basically what they've made or issued. Loads and loads of advertising. But the graphics are pretty decent. And yeah, it's not a bad read either. Comics, I say, is fantastic, and you've got a story involving the band, and yeah, I just want to. This is again, this is a disclaimer. I'm not getting paid for what I'm about to tell you, but if you're in the UK, the best market to buy comic books at the moment is Whatnot. And that's how I get my books. And I go to a friend of mine at night, and I discovered him on another seller, but that's gone. And he's got a great sense of humour, and it goes by the name of Nine Realms, and that's where I buy all my books from. He's a metalhead like me, and he had all these in stock, so I snapped them up so I could start collecting it, because they don't take a lot of room to store, so I started collecting them. But that's where I'm getting my books off. I go on auctions. I do it about once a week now. Go on Whatnot. Mark's got a show Friday night at 6 o'clock. Go sign into Whatnot, which ain't difficult. You put your plastic and your address, and buy loads of book off Mark. But it's a great channel. You can have a good laugh as well. I mean, Whatnot, you have to shop around, because some are very expensive. They want you to buy all these collector stuff, and obviously it's a big money. It's like a rent payment round there, you know what I mean, Mark? So not for me, but he does some great books. He does them cheap, especially when he does like 20 books for a tenner, and you're getting 60, 70, 80 quid worth of books, and you're paying, like, you're obviously bidding. You may pay a bit more, but he starts them off at stupidly low prices. But yeah, I bought all these books off Mark. As I say, a disclaimer, I'm not getting paid for plugging Mark. I'm doing it out of the goodness of my own heart. I just hope the goodness of his own heart, he gives me my free books on Friday. Joking. The next one is the great album Psycho Circus. They did a comic book of this as well, but I've got a feeling this will be afterwards. It wouldn't have come out when the album did. But another Kiss comic book. I shan't get it out of the bag, but it's on the Image. Great graphics, great story. Now, your next band who came onto the thing, no surprises, British band Iron Maiden. And I'll show you that one last. But you've got Legacy of the Beast books. This is issue. I've got about 4 issues of this, but I've only got 2 to hand. This is 3 of 5. And I've read this. This is about Eddie, basically. A story involving him against good and light, how good always prevails, and all this stuff. Just what a headbanger wants to hear. And, yeah. I shan't say any more. But, yeah. You know, it's good. But, you know, if you're a super fan, you've got the Trooper look. You got, you know, album. It's like subliminal advertising. This, if you look closely, you got the Trooper there. What's that? Seventh Son. It looks like. Then you got I can't remember what it is. Peace of Mind. And you got another album. What they're doing is sort of projecting album covers, thinking, well, you'll see that, you'll go out and buy them. But I've been in this too long. I wasn't fooled. But I just thought I'd point it out in case nobody noticed. Again, I'm not going to tell you the stories too depth. So check them out, folks. And the last one I've got is Legacy of the Beast one. That's a great cover. Again, it's Eddie with the axe. A nice girl on a motorcycle. Yeah, brilliant. She's wearing a nice leather jacket, Mark. And again, what Mark could say, $3.99 book. But yeah, you can pick these up. These cost me about £2 a piece as well. They ain't expensive. Anyway, folks, I hope I can upload this one. I don't delete it again. Please check out Greg and myself's stream. It's called Blackmore Zulu, but that's only a provisional. I think that name will stick. It's only a provisional name. And check in. As I say, we'll have some great content for you. It's better when 2 of you are on, and plus the fact you don't get the brain freezes when you're on live. You sort of get a lot of brain freezes when you're doing this, and a lot of people in the VC know what I'm talking about, and you know stuff, and it just sort of bump, and you say, well, why don't I say? You think after the video, why don't I say that? Anyway, folks, have a good whatever you're doing. Peace, love, and love each other. See you soon.